Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Bianchi, and I just want to go over what materials you'll need for class and how to keep track of them. So we did ask you to have some sort of a soft zipper pouch. This is an example of one that a student bought years ago. And what's nice about this is that this one lasted the entire year and the zipper didn't break. There are other models, but you need one probably at least this big. Now, what should go inside this thing? Well, you definitely need your mechanical pencils. So mechanical pencils look maybe something like this. And I would recommend having the ink refill for it as well. Or not the ink, the lead refill for it. You would want to have a couple of Sharpies in there. So we recommend having a fine tip one like this and a regular. We recommend having at least one pen, one that's comfortable to write with. A couple of dry erase markers. Expo brand with the low odor is usually best, usually lasts the longest. We recommend a couple of highlighters, maybe even a variety of colors. If you have like pink and yellow, that would be good. Glue stick. If you get this type of eraser, this is the kind that they want you to have for art class, but the pink ones are going to be okay too for math. It's very helpful to have this type of mouse. Why is it good to have one that's corded? The battery ones, the batteries tend to die and then they're not useful anymore. So this one, you just plug it in and you're good to go. And this one has the retractable cord, so it fits nicely in your soft zipper pouch. Pair of scissors is always good. One of those self-contained pencil sharpeners. So this one, you put your pencil in this end and all the shavings collect, and then you can open it up and dump the shavings. We recommend having just one thing of Post-it notes and an old sock, or you can even use paper towel, but something to wipe your dry erase board with. And if you don't want to buy your own dry erase board, we do have them available for you to use in class. And what's also helpful, you'll need a set of earbuds. So just get the kind that plug in. You don't need anything too fancy. Just go to the dollar store and get yourself some earbuds. It's also helpful, although not necessary, to have some sort of a container to put your earbuds in. This is a little bit on the big side, so even just a little Ziploc baggie would do fine. Now, why do we not recommend something like this? Because they need to be charged, and you'll have problems keeping these charged. We don't recommend these at all. We recommend the plug-in kind. What's helpful is to have just a roll of tape, although we have plenty of tape in the classroom that you can use. But if you happen to have tape, that's a good thing to throw in your soft zipper pouch. All right, so you would be bringing all of those things along with your Chromebook pretty much to every class. So again, let's kind of review. You can see the stuff here lying down of everything you're going to need. You want to have that all ready to go in your soft zipper pouch right away on day one. Like, let's get everything unpackaged and get it in there. Now, as far as what do you need for your classes, what's going to be provided. So this year, the school store, as a convenience to families, purchased all families these items. So you're going to get a red spiral notebook for math. You'll get a red folder, that's the plastic kind that hold up really well. You'll use this for math. You'll get a green folder that you'll use for science. And you'll get a yellow folder that you will use for social studies. So we ask that as soon as you get them, you're going to take one of those Sharpie markers, preferably the one that's shaped like this. And you're going to go ahead and get your name, and your room number is a good idea. So if you're in my room, you're in room 104. If you're in Mrs. Koes' room, you're in room 103. So again, your full name and your room number. And of course, it's helpful to write that red is math again, green is science, yellow is social studies. And then of course, we've asked you to have another folder that you were supposed to buy that was on the supplies list that you got. I'm pretty sure that this was sent out on Parent Square over the summer. So we did ask you to have another folder of a different color. So it should, hopefully it's a nice heavy plastic one like this. You want to make sure you put your name and your room number and write the word take home folder on this as well. All right, other things that will be provided, you will get from the PTA. They will buy this for you, which is a nice thing. You'll get this lovely agenda, and you'll get a little ruler to stick in it. And the way these work, if you put your ruler inside, you can see that it can mark the page. So first day of school, you're going to open up to Wednesday, September 7th, and we're going to be starting to write stuff in here. Now, the one thing that we should warn you about is the schedule in here, which I'm not even sure what page it's on, but the schedule's wrong. They've readjusted the times for the periods. So Mrs. Koes and I I might even tape this in sometime before we start school, but we'll just give you one of these and you can tape that in. And we have these posted in the classroom as well. And on the website, I should add that too. All right, now when you go to math class, you would want to make sure that you have, for math class, all of these things. So you're going to have your take-home folder. You'll have, it's not the L folder. You'll have your agenda. You'll have your red folder, your red spiral notebook. And of course, you'll see on your desk when you arrive at school, you will get volume 1 of the iReady Classroom Mathematics Workbook, which we'll be using occasionally. So you would bring all that to first period, and then since you will have ELA for the other periods 1 through 3, you're with me and Mrs. Koes. So periods 1, I call it 1 and 1.5. 606 will be with me for math, and the other class will be with Mrs. Koes. And then we switch at about between 9:12 and 9:15. We'll switch. So you have an hour of math and an hour of ELA every single day. All right. So again, is it helpful for you to have all of those materials that I mentioned in a soft zipper pouch? Here's another example of one that would work for you probably. Something that looks like this. This one's got multiple pockets where you might, put your earbuds in the little side pocket. These are helpful. Have it all ready to go for the first day of school. All right. We're looking forward to meeting you all on day 1, and hopefully you're enjoying the end of your summer vacation.